Yo, what's good? What's happening? We back. Brand new episode of The Reese Runner Ring. First episode of the new year. Sorry we're a little late. Schedule's been scheduling, and hey, it is what it is. But it's just me and Tyler on this episode. What's good, my bro?
What's good, guys? Happy New Year. Happy New Year.
And bro, it's 16th. No more Happy New Year's, G. You didn't
We didn't get to say it to them, though.
Who cares? Look, we did that on the last episode of Attack on Culture. But you ever watch the episode of Curb Your Enthusiasm where Larry David said you can't say Happy New Year's to people? I thought he said,
yeah.
For me, it's a 6. So it's like, hey, it is what it is after that. But either way, we glad to see you guys. Not necessarily we see you guys, but I'm glad you guys get to see us. I am working on getting us back out for the people who would rather be audio only. I am working on getting all our, I won't say all, but majority of our catalog back to the major streaming services. So be on the lookout for that and hold me accountable for that. But anywho, thank you as always. Like, comment, subscribe. Make sure you guys subscribe to the YouTube channel. Keep doing it. The goal is to get to 1,000 subscribers. I believe we're going to do it before the summertime. That's me being.
I believe that too.
Yeah, like I don't know where we at now. I know we over 850, but I want us to be over 1,000 before the summertime, and then hopefully we could touch 1,200 before the year's out. So with that said, let's make it happen because it's going to be a big year for you Tweaking Media as a whole. We do have plenty of new Attack on Culture content for you guys to check out. Of course, we did an episode this past week. Please definitely check that out. We talked about, I gave you guys a little bit of anime, winter anime preview. Me and Cam did that. Then what we're expecting for 2026. So check that out. And that just dropped today. Cam and our homie Beans, they did their best movies of 2025. So shout out to them for that. You guys probably gonna be mad because they are black people who watch more than one movie a year. So Sinners isn't number one. Just throwing that out there. So if you're gonna be going to that, just know Sinners isn't number one. They watched other movies and they actually do go to the movies. So with that said, it's not number one. But anywho, you guys hear us talk about wrestling and basketball. Unfortunately, we're only going to talk wrestling on this episode because I want to wait till we get Datro back to talk hoops. So that will be on probably next week's episode. So be on the lookout for that. But before we talk about wrestling, I have to do it, man. I have to. Now, I know I look like the ops right now because I got this green on, but because guess what? I'm wearing the enemy's blood on it, bro. So with that said, it's fine that I'm wearing green in this very moment because this is the enemy's blood on my chest, on my shirt, because the agony, the pain, and the literally disarray that have caused my football life for many of years, G. Many of years. The Bears smacked up the Packers this past Saturday. It's been a wonderful feeling. I've been waiting to get this out the way. But with that said, now we're looking at the Rams, G. We got the Rams this Sunday. We're the final divisional game. So we're going to be all eyes is going to be unfortunately on us again, which I hate. I really hate watching the Bears in primetime situations, but it is what it is.
It's stressful, but they deserve to be where they need to be. They worked hard all season. They done came back from several games where they've been down 20 and won them games.
Yeah, it's called literally. This has been the opposite of the Bears stress circle. It's literally just ending with a victory now.
But the grit is paying off, man.
Yeah, definitely. A shout out to Ben Johnson and Caleb Williams for saving my broke ass football life. Gee, I really appreciate you guys very much. Really do. Caleb, and to me, I think the great thing about this is Caleb is finally getting the flowers he should have got last year. Because despite the shenanigans of that last year season, that man still had a good year, a solid year. I ain't gonna say good. It was a solid year for a rookie. But no, y'all saw Jaden Daniels, and that man's a corpse now. So, and he has no coaches. So guess what? Back to the ghetto for you guys in Washington. And I'm just waiting to see what the Texans defense do to Drake May. So please put that man through the table like y'all did Aaron Rodgers. Also, God is good for getting rid of Aaron Rodgers too in that same weekend. It was beautiful, dude. So beautiful. But let's go ahead and get into wrestling. We got plenty to talk about with wrestling right now. So with that said, we're going to start things off a little differently. The AEW do something. Yeah, I'm good. I'm hearing my echo. You good, bro? All right, back at it. Sorry, quick technical issues. But AEW, they did something. What did AEW do? First, they fans did something. They pissed off the football guys by saying, what if the Jaguars win? Does that mean Tony Khan is a Super Bowl champion? No, because guess what? He's not. He's not. He never will be. And just off that alone, y'all cursed y'all football team because y'all don't care about football, G. Y'all cursed. So with that said, it is what it is. But other things AEW did. Put the title back on MJF. So your thoughts on that real quick.
I definitely was happy about that. That's one of, if not one of the only reasons I'll tune in AEW is to catch some MJF. I think it was the right decision. I low-key forgot that he had that call your shot or whatever it's called. Picked the perfect time to cash it in. Yeah, I think it's a good way. I mean, it was already eyes on the belt. I'm not gonna lie, they did. I mean, outside of like certain shenanigans, they did have nice feuds around the belt last year. But I think going into this year, bringing MJF back as your top guy, I think that's a smart move.
Definitely agree. I think
there's plenty of storylines that's already like branching off of just him alone having that belt. So
yes, there's plenty you can do with MJF right now with the belt on him. Plus, regardless how people may feel about him specifically, he is somebody that does gain viewers at the end of the day. Like, I'm more willing to pay attention with MJF holding the belt. Is it really helping the numbers? Not so much from what I saw, but the game is the game, bro. You did it to yourself, G. But yeah, either way. Oh, and the last thing they did, first, shout out to them getting the Rascals. Their contracts expired like literally a week ago.
A couple days ago.
Yeah, literally a couple days ago, and it's been announced that they're signing with AEW. So shout out to the Rascals going to AEW. Hopefully you can add some spark to that tag title scene that is very much needed.
I definitely think that they help, considering they just
Isn't tag it Ricochet's team?
I think it's probably Ricochet's stable.
It's either Ricochet's stable. I think it might be them. Yeah, I think it might be Ricochet's stable. I think they have it because I know they beat the Hurt Syndicate for, I believe, which is it is what it is with that.
They beat them a minute ago because Bobby's not even active right now. He's out dealing with an injury. So,
hey, either who, but shout out to that. Like I said, add some pizzazz to that tag scene because tag wrestling, both all over, pretty mid.
Yeah. I'll talk about that a little bit too.
Yeah. So, but either way, but shout out to that. And then also we have Powerhouse Hobbs. He let his contract expire and is heavily emphasized that he is going to WWE. So that's going to be interesting in regards to that for him, to see how he fits in the current things. They say he might go straight to the main roster. I'm a little on that right now. He should.
The main reason I doubt it right now is because they just brought up so many of their established NXT guys, and they're all three of them, or the 3 or 4, because Jordan Grace came up, Trick came up, Obafemi is on his way, and Javon Evans. All of them are well liked and established right now. So I don't think it's a need to bring, if he is on his way to the E, I don't think it's a need to bring him into the main roster right away.
Yeah,
especially considering NXT is open season NXT again. So
it is.
you still got your Ricky Stark and Ethan Page to carry, but I think Hobbs definitely could add something to NXT too.
Yeah.
And he don't have to stay down there long because there's been times where they brought guys in for 2-3 months and then just brought them right up.
Exactly, because those type of guys, they get paid a little bit more than NXT money. And for him, I think it's just to get him established in the WWE way of doing things. And then also just with the crowd, just they know like, oh, okay, here's this guy, Powerhouse Hobbs. So,
exactly.
But with that said, let's go ahead and talk about the NXT call-ups. And look, bro, if you would sit and tell me, like you mentioned, that Trick, Oba, and Javon were all about to be called up before at the top of the year, I'd be like, haha, you're lying. And guess what? Wasn't lying at all.
I didn't think Javon was coming up right away as quick as he did, but I'm not mad at it though.
Yeah, I'm not mad at all. I'm just surprised. It's really a bold thing because this is something I'm like, okay, like we're going into like the road to Mania. Like right now we're in the road to the Rumble, but the road to Mania stuff, and you brought up 3 priority acts, in my opinion, just right away the way you did. But we'll see where things go. But Javon Evans, he is on Raw, which I feel like that's a perfect fit for him.
Perfect spot.
He's the workhorse guy. He's definitely going to be a workhorse guy. You're going to see him featured plenty in terms of matches and random mid-card feuds. I really do hope, and this is more of me coming at the internet, please be patient with Javon Evans the most. Reason why I say that, he's going to be a star. I think he's going to be above and beyond type guy. But he's not going to immediately be in a main event scene. He's going to be that person who will have main events on Raw. He might even randomly be in a triple threat 4-way title, 4-way match for a belt one day, for the main belt before this year is out, possibly. But don't expect that belt on him anytime soon. He's definitely going. I think I could see him being the one to take the belt off. If it's like he's gonna be the one that probably takes the belt off Dom, and even then, by the way, Dom is hurt. But which we really don't know.
They say he's supposed to be back by Rumble. They said whatever it is, he don't need surgery. So
okay, so
it's still. I'll say they're monitoring it the right way because he's had like a nagging injury with his other shoulder or something like that for like the last year. So now you kind of on Dom watch to make sure he just doesn't get hurt for real.
Yeah. So that's interesting to keep alert about either way. But I think Javon is definitely going to be having the IC title real soon, sooner than later. If they want to immediately put gold on him, but he's also a guy you can definitely continue run the undercard thing with. I like that he kind of has a program for the Americano family right now. Yeah. So it's something for him to do. It's definitely something for him to do, and he's the type of guy you can just throw into random feuds and stuff like that, or random matches. He's going to be a workhorse. So you guys will see him heavily featured regardless. And then Trick is on SmackDown, and that man is heavily on SmackDown.
He came out looking like a straight up star, bro.
Yes, last week. Well, he was featured clearly. One, it wasn't no surprise he's gonna be on SmackDown.
Yeah.
What should be mine different day. But Duel, my nigga. 79th, Cottage Grove. Meet me there. But either who, his queen is there on Lash Legend is there, so of course he's going.
Oh right, so yeah, it was another one. Yeah, it was another. Lash Legend got called up before all of them. We knew she was coming up though. Yeah.
Well, either way, Lash has been there, so it's like we can't even really call it what it is right now. She's been there. Yeah. But yeah, so with Trick, like he was in the little backstage thing where they were like teasing, "Hey man, I'm a free agent, man," and pretty much it was like, oh yeah, clearly he's gonna pop up on SmackDown more likely. I see him as a SmackDown guy, and SmackDown needs a personality like a Trick Williams, because that's one thing I feel SmackDown is strong, but also needs more of is the personalities outside of Cody, outside of Drew, outside of MFTs, and the Wyatts. Pretty much, you don't really have many personalities that's strong. You can just sit there and be like, okay, this guy we want to have on the TV screen, especially if you're going 3 hours. So, but yeah, so Trick popped up on SmackDown last week, had a moment with Randy, and held his own, man. That was, and I would like to call that, that's the, all right, how we gonna make this look on camera test? And he looked damn good on camera with it, bro. My man's definitely damn good. You put him with arguably one of the greatest of this generation of Randy Orton, and he looked perfectly fine. You know, that's the goal, and I'm happy for him in regards to that. And then, look, SmackDown's already taped and recorded. He's also going to be in the number 1 contenders match at Saturday night's main event.
Yep.
So clearly, I ain't gonna say they putting a rocket on his back, but he's very much prominent right now. So he's in good hands.
I was telling somebody earlier that, like, because some people were like, oh, why he go over Matt already, and Matt just came back. I'm like, you got to think about continuity. They built all this continuity for Trick for the past year to build up to his main roster debut. He's going to win that match. Matt is just coming back. He's kind of starting at square one, so that's not necessarily his story to get put in a main event spot right away.
So yeah, so it's like, it's fine. And then he who did he fight?
Trick beat Matt. He beat Matt tonight, so he's in the.
Oh yeah, I thought he had a match last week too.
Last week he fought Rey Fenix.
There we go. See, yeah, so you put them in matches with people who can work on it, so it makes it a lot more easier. Because, like, not to say Trick is bad in the ring, but he's still one of those guys who needs to be around people who's going to make, help him.
Yeah, like, that's why they got him kind of going at it with Sammy. He's probably gonna be going against Sammy soon too.
Exactly. Like, you have him in a situation where he can have something going on with either Randy or Sami Zayn post this fatal 4-way. Because as of right now, I think it's just them three. I forgot if there was somebody else who was in the
Randy,
match. Trick,
Randy, Sammy, Trick.
I don't think there's a fourth. Somebody. No,
it's Damian Priest.
Damian Priest. Yeah, Damian Priest is in it. Yep. So you could put him in the situation with any of the three, but more likely it is looking like Sammy, and let's believe that is an amazing look, because Sammy's gonna make you look amazing in a win or loss. So but shout out to Trick. He's looking great. I'm really looking forward to see where things go in regards to him come by April, by Mania time. And then Oba is still the one where we're really unsure of, but this man's getting vignettes.
I think he's gonna end up on Raw. Most of his vignettes have been on Raw, so
yeah. And I
think he probably fits over there better, landscape wise.
He can go either or, but I feel in terms of, if you want people for him to just continue to go on against and it's not going to affect him, Raw has more people where you can sit there and be like, toss him to the wolves and he's going to be fine. So, and with Oba, once again, you got to be real careful on how you book him too. Look, because once again, Oba and Trick is internet niggas faves right now. They're worried. Look, if you saw, look at our TikTok comments when I with the Cody thing, and so many of them was like, Cody, he has to squash Cody. Why? He don't need to. Dude, Cody gonna make him like $1 million, and they lost. And even then, he got a DQ.
That don't even make sense. Like, why would he need to squash
anybody.
guy.
Exactly, squash anybody. And let's put it that way. Only person he pulled, if you're gonna make him squash somebody, make him be smart like the Miz, you know. But yeah, and like I said, I'm tired of internet wrestling clowns at this point.
Y'all pick and choose when to care anyway.
Exactly, because right now, Oba and Javon's booking is the engagement farming since Mello won the belt. So, and then let's talk about Jordynne Grace. Jordynne Grace is on SmackDown once again. A
needed call up.
A much needed.
That's probably the most needed call up that they made.
Yeah, because look, that SmackDown Women's Division, Cheeks.
It's to the point where she ain't even been able to defend the belt because ain't nobody to defend the belt against.
They had her going against freaking Michin and B-Fab
for like 2 months.
Exactly, and allegedly they got
both of them is hurt.
From how allegedly, I'm putting this with allegedly because I ain't gonna put much stock, even though they have been on TV, so they might all hurt. But they blaming Jay for the injuries, but which is like, damn, that's crazy. So they should look, I'm gonna kill y'all because I want competition. But once again, we don't know where the hell Tiffany Stratton at.
They said she's hurt right now too.
I thought she was taking time off. Oh yeah, well she was battling injuries prior, so it is what it is. But yeah, Nia stuck in tag team world. You cannot put Charlotte nowhere near that world title belt at the very moment.
But that I was just finna say, that's why I kind of think they should have had Charlotte. And then even then, it's like anytime you put her near a belt, the fans go nuclear. So it's like they got Alexa Bliss going after the U.S. belt. I think she either has her match tonight or next week.
She had so she fought Julia 2 weeks ago. Technically last week. Tonight her and Charlotte fought Julia and her tag partner, tag partner / manager. I forgot her name.
I forget her name. But yeah, they got it set up to where Alexa's going after the U.S. belt. So I know we ain't gonna want it, but it's getting to a point where you hold her off for so long, bro.
You really can't, because she had. So that's why I'm not mad at putting her in the program with Jordynne Grace. It's a believable matchup. A believable matchup from the jump. So it's like, okay, we're in good hands here, because it's something you can kind of let go on at least for a month going into the Rumble. The issue still becomes you can only keep her away from Charlotte for so long, because she's going to have to fight Tiffany Stratton again. That's fine. We still don't know the status of Bianca, because at this point, with that knuckle, that finger, whatever the hell it is, she's just gonna have to wear a pad, like a freaking pad on there or something, just because, bro, get well, but still, sis, please, we need you. We need you.
After all this time, she very might well be the one that win the Rumble. So
if y'all come back and win that Rumble, hey, I'm happy, but it's gonna be the Whites that's unhappy. The Whites is not gonna be
a lot of them unhappy for various reasons right now. So
exactly. But anywho, but I'm happy for Jordynne Grace. They really put her in prime position from the beginning, and it's a believable matchup.
Yeah,
but I still believe call up JC Jane and Fatal Attraction.
Yeah, I don't know what's taking so long with that.
Put them on SmackDown.
I think so Ruka would have been up by now, but I think she might have been nursing something too.
No, so Ruka at this point, you can't call, like, you can. They probably thought about it. This is probably Shawn Michaels. Hunter, stop. I need something. He said, all right, okay, damn. He said,
I get it though.
Because literally, and plus at the rate things is going, so Ruka might probably gonna end up taking.
But she might end up on Raw.
Yeah, but I think they're gonna keep Ruka through probably up to the summertime. Yeah, at this probably, because I think she's gonna take the belt off JC Jane, and then her and Zarya is probably the plan for standard delivery. That's probably how I'm looking.
That makes sense. Makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, but please get the belts off them and send them up.
Yeah, it's time, bro. It's time.
But anywho, shout out to the people that's called up, and Shawn Michaels, God bless your heart, because hey, look, that men's division was already pack of mid.
As soon as it got good again, that's when it was like, all right, we
Triple H say, I need these three brothers here.
They was low key. He was low key trying to get Joe Hendry up there already. And Sean was like,
think
no.
Joe Hendry's working both. Joe Hendry's working
mostly
NXT.
Well,
he's working triple duty right now. Joe Hendry.
He's doing another TNA match
because they got injuries. It's for them. It's a mix of injuries and visa issues. And also,
that was messed up.
Yeah, but hey, hold on. I'm questionable on the visa issue. Well, no, because they overseas. I think they use visa issues for Leon Slater because that man, Triple H said, "Hey, I need him."
Yeah, I was just about to say he opened answered the open challenge. I'm like, bro,
yo, I think they called VM for one. Y'all bogus as hell because you know they needed Leon Slater for that premiere. Wasn't he there?
No, he was supposed to be there.
Y'all bogus as hell on the half of that man there. Y'all are bogus. Triple H, y'all, you ain't slick, man. Y'all ain't slick. Nick Khan, y'all ain't slick. Y'all bogus as hell.
Need him.
He said, hey, man, like...
He's probably not going to be there before this year is up.
Bro, that man has... his contract, he has the contract is done. It's ready. He read it already. He knows how many M's and everything is on there. It's just a matter of once this joint expires, cool. I'm all y'all because he already know what's up. But hey, man, shout out to Leon Slater. Talented brother, G. Real talented brother.
Another guy that's young too, bro. That's another like young guy to build with.
Very young, but they ain't slick though. Y'all ain't pulling.
They definitely pulled a strong arm on that one.
Y'all know what y'all was doing with that one. But anywho, who was he? Oh yeah. So yeah, but prayers to Shawn Michaels because that literally, like you just said, that men's division in NXT was just starting to get a little good, and now you have to. You still have somebody to build around with, Ricky and Ethan Page, but you still have Josh Briggs. Who's in? You still have very minimal men talent to work with.
Yeah.
Very minimal. I'm not sold on Shiloh Hill yet. Dark State. They should be bigger threats than they are right now. And stop.
I think that's probably the next phase for them. They gotta be a little bit more of a threat to everything on the show this year.
Stop.
Because I ain't gonna lie, I was.
Ace.
You said who?
Stop throwing Deion Lennox as the star of that group. It should be Saquon Sugars.
Yeah. That
dude has the personality, the charisma, and he can go in ring. Deion Lennox, he looks cool, but he just don't have it. Shelton Benjamin vibe without the in-ring work.
It's even worse.
Exactly. That's my point. But hopefully he improves. Because honestly, it's really Saquon in that group. It's Saquon and everybody else needs to get better. A lot better. But we forget it's development. But yeah, at the rate things is going, shout out to Sean. I know they brought up some of the Evolve guys. 2 of them are black. I heard good things about the Keanu Carver guy. Yeah, and there was another black guy. I think that was the one who said, I'm tired of these Samoans. I think it's either Keanu Carver or the other black guy that said, look, man, these Samoans, it's too many of them.
Whoever said it, I'm surprised they still there, to be honest.
Hey, look, bro. Look, it is what it is, because they know who was. He ain't lying. But yeah, so we'll see where things go in regards to NXT. Shawn Michaels got your work cut out for you, brother. That's why I said.
But if anybody could put it together, it's him, because he's held it down for a minute now.
And for him, holding it down is just featuring the women more. That was holding it down, because at the end of the day, the people who should have stepped up, Lexis King has yet to step up. Mafia folks,
yeah,
He should have been called up.
Tony D'Angelo should have been called up for
Tony
a minute. I ain't gonna lie.
was on watch.
I ain't gonna lie. I thought at one point you could have. It is a couple things you could have did with him, and he's not bad. I don't.
He's cool in the ring, but I don't know. But him being back at NXT is very alarming in itself. But with Sean is, hey, I got the women. Look, man, it's gonna
I ain't gonna hold you. The whole Lexus King thing is kill that character and make him a Pillman. Just make him Brian Pillman Jr. again, bro. Because I didn't think that because when they brought him in and did the whole Lexus King thing, it came off Jericho-esque at first, but then they didn't really. I don't know. It just wasn't sticking. It hasn't been sticking to me.
I think him being a letdown and a couple other people who just never really stepped up or just feel like you're just missing it. That's the issue. So, but hey, get better. If not, Shawn Michaels, you got 120. You have 60 minutes. No, 60 minutes to get to the women, and 30 minutes to get between Ethan and Ricky Saints each. So that's your TV show. But let's go ahead, move on. This is gonna be one of the last things we talk about. Well, let's go ahead. 2026 in wrestling. We talk about the big thing. So 2026 in wrestling. So far, like, anything notable you want to talk about since besides the CODY thing? Let's go into detail on that before we wrap up. So, what's one thing you really rocking with?
Notable. I don't know if notable is necessarily the word I want to use because nothing outside of the CODY thing has like crazy like happened yet. But both shows are solid right now. Like both shows have been really good since the start of the year, since the end of the year, really. I think. If we're gonna do anything notable, I think Braun Breaker versus CM Punk to open up the year. I think that was a really good match. I thought that was that was a measuring stick type of match for Braun. I think he really showed that he can go the distance in those type of matches. I think it was the right decision to not have him win because not just because you want to keep the belt on Punk because Punk is hot right now, but he doesn't necessarily have to have it yet. They're still building up the fact that he's gonna be next in line regardless. And I think people still have to understand that just because you put a belt on somebody right away doesn't mean that it's going to be good right away. You can put the belt on somebody and they don't even defend it, and which we've seen plenty of times. There could be no story around it. And then it's the story he has right now is the whole thing with the Vision. I think the end game for him with that is he's going to turn on all of them or all of them turn on him. Before I think that happens before he even touches a belt.
Yeah. No, I think that's pretty much what we're looking at right now for Braun is the group turning on him because he's too much of a hothead. One, that CM Punk match was fire. Like I said, CM Punk can fight this damn gaming chair I'm sitting on, and it's going to be at least a 3.5 star match. So with that said, he's going to give us a match. But we're in a point in Braun's I think right now it really just depends on how Steph is recovering. For one, I think Steph is just enjoying the Bears playoff run. So right now, that man probably not even thinking about his shoulder right now. That man is enjoying life right now. So it's a good way to literally rehab. But with Braun, now he's in crash out state. The man literally put hands on Adam Pearce. He put hands on him. He said, "Yeah,
but
bro."
The caveat to that is Adam Pearce put his hands on him first. So Adam Pearce actually messed up for himself.
True.
Because now the ball is in their court. They can, take this any way they really want to.
They could. But also that spear he did was that Dragon Lee? Was that Dragon Lee speared the hell out of on Monday?
I think it was. Bro, that spear was.
Yeah,
it was. That spear was nuts.
Smith was insane, bro. That look, man,
Shout
they know
out
how
to
to
the camera work on them spears too.
shout out to the drone, G. You got a 4K drone, it's insane. But literally,
But yeah,
bro,
I think Braun, I think he's another like big match away. Yeah, I mean, for all we know, he could be in the world title match at Mania, and that's maybe when they want to put it on him. But I do think that you can get another like big marquee match in with him before he wins that belt. And I honestly think, if you're being real, I think he really should be going up against Roman at Mania.
I don't
Because
see
you
that.
can. I don't necessarily see it, but
all.
I believe that you can make a storyline out of that.
It depends because where you want to go with it. Because if it gets to the point where he's too much of a, if he continues going to Uncle Scotty mode, it's gonna be to the point where Paul Heyman's like, we gotta remove him. And then
that's what I'm saying. I think,
and you can't do nothing right. And storyline wise, you can't make sense of him being too much of a hothead where Paul is begging Roman to save his life after everything.
No, I wouldn't do that. If he's gonna beg anybody to save his life, he'd probably ask Brock again. But even then, I don't necessarily think I want to. I don't know. I don't want to see that necessarily happen. It'll be great, but I don't necessarily want it to come about that way.
No, honestly, that will make sense. It's it don't put, because like I said, at the end of the day, Brock is going to be around.
Yeah, and he's gonna get a match this year.
SummerSlam, because then Gunther going to put the tap gently, nigga.
I had a theory on that too. I got a theory on that. I think,
but you can legit paint that picture of, okay, this man has legit speed, like pretty much he's ruining things for the division, and Paul Heyman turns to Brock like, can you save us, save me? Like the moment he does that insane spear to Paul Heyman, and then he just cuts that promo, and then 2 weeks later we get the Brock, like Paul Heyman coming out saying, look, you made me force my hand with this, and Brock comes out. Hey, look, bro, I will be ecstatic for that match.
I think it makes sense to do it.
Yeah, it makes sense. Like and then plus, I think it's not a. For one, you can really build up Braun off that win, and like I said, I think like Brock knows this is his end run, but you can really build up Braun in a manner where it's like, dang, he really took Brock Lesnar to his max. Potentially type thing in a win or loss. So it depends. But Braun definitely is he's gonna hold gold before the end of the year's out, I believe.
Yeah, I think I could definitely see him having it before the year's up. Yeah. I just don't think it has to happen right now or between now and Mania.
I agree. And then just for me, my notable is and I'm probably speaking this for Day Trail, man. Look, Jey Uso need to be back in the tag team title scene, man. It's needed, G. One, the Usos being a tag team really boosts Raw tag division, because for one, they're going to defend those titles. Two, they have a mystique about them when together, where it's like, regardless, even though it's still very much Jay and Jimmy, when they're together, it's still a great thing to see. So shout out to Jay holding that tag rope again and holding them tag belts right now, because I think it's enhancing that title scene and the tag title scene in Raw very much, because you have too many tag teams where you can't fumble.
Yeah.
So
it's time to really get that back together. Like what I was gonna say on the tag division earlier was having the Usos back is great, but they also just need to start, like, just keep it. The main thing for a tag team division altogether this year is just consistency. You just need to keep it consistent.
And I think to keep it consistent, you need to keep a mega power tag team off. So like
on both sides too.
Because the thing is, part of my issue with Judgment Day, and the thing is, you could argue and say what I just said is contradictory, because then in JD aren't a mega power tag team. At least not where Finn is then.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, you can defend these damn belts. You're just choosing not to because y'all are heels, but it's still the case of you shouldn't be not active, you know. That's more of my issue.
Yeah.
But it helps when you have a face team have it in a notable face team, because then it's like, okay, it's still a situation of, okay, they're still beatable, and you have people who are willing to go against them either way. And that's probably the best thing about Judgment Day dealing with all the injuries is the fact that, hey, these belts can be defended. Will be defended. The Usos, they're a legitimate tag team. They know they got to defend these belts. Because even when they had in a chokehold a few years ago,
they defended them all the time.
They were being defended all the time to the point it was a main event. So that was the peak of it, you know. But but back overall, I think it's good for them overall. And then also Gunther right now, look, man, that man's moving like Pop.
Literally.
That man is moving like Pop, G. There's nothing you can really do now. The match he had with AJ, amazing match.
Chef's kiss.
Once again, amazing match. Kept both safe because technically you got the Gunther tapping out, but it didn't.
But he didn't lose.
Yeah, he didn't lose. So in a way, you're selling on like, hey, I still ain't lose. On paper, I ain't lose. Either way, but you could continue the him and AJ thing a little bit longer if they so choose. But also, you got the man moving like Pac. It's like, look, bro, I still retired John Cena. I made him tap out like I'm buying that shirt, by the way.
Got to.
Buying that shirt. But he is in such a situation where it's like you can set this man up to be on a really strong run, and then to the point where you might have to put the belt back on, bro.
But that's what I was thinking. That's why I don't think it's going back on Braun anytime or for the first time.
Yeah, like I
don't think it's going on Braun because I think it's
put the belt back on Gunther.
Yeah,
you might have to. Like you might have because who they say was CM Punk's alleged match at Mania.
It should be Roman, but it depends.
And look, Roman gonna have to sit there and fight Braun Breaker. Not Braun Breaker. He's gonna fight Jay. I know.
I said that months ago, and people thought I was capping, but I think that's still a real possibility.
Look, man, either he gonna have a freaking handicap match against the Usos or something like that. But look, man,
I don't think Roman needs to be in a title match this year, though.
He don't. He hasn't been around enough to really where it will make sense.
Yeah.
Like I get he wants.
I don't think you put him in a title match again until he actually wins it.
Exactly, but he's in a situation of where it's like, gee, you might have to consider giving us Gunther versus Punk at Mania. You might have to heavily consider that.
Because I think originally it probably was gonna be Seth. It probably was gonna end up being Seth versus Braun, maybe.
It was either gonna be Seth versus Braun or Seth versus Roman. That would have made the most sense.
Yeah,
you could have went in that angle with the vision thing,
bro. Every time we get close to it being the one-on-one feud we need between Seth and Roman, like long-term feud, something come up.
I know.
Every time.
It is what it is. But Roman is in. Look, figure it out, nigga. But let's go ahead and move on. We're going to wrap this episode up. We're going to talk about Cody. He is no longer the champ. So
and he don't get a rematch clause.
Yeah, that too. So last week we had a 3 stages of hell match. Very rare, actually. So for one, shout out to Triple H, excellent booking. And shout out to them overseas crowds getting epic matches. Lucky them, asshole. But shout out for one, we haven't had a 3 stages of hell in years.
We had last time we had one, I believe, was Adam Cole versus Johnny Gargano during their.
And that happened in NXT. So as in a WWE program, we haven't had it.
Probably hasn't been since.
I think it was Triple H and Stone Cold, or was it Triple H or The Rock?
I think it was Triple H and Shawn Michaels out in 2002, probably.
I don't think they have 3 stages there.
Remember, it was Armageddon. It was the regular match. Then they had the steel cage. Then they had the ladder match to finish.
Let me see real quick. Oh,
that was right after Shawn Michaels had came back and won the belt at Survivor Series.
Yeah. Hold on. Let's see. Damn, you're right. How do I don't remember that match?
Gotta do your knowledges, man. You gotta stay updated.
I respect it. I'm really not. I don't remember that.
I remember almost every match they had in that feud.
I know, but that's one.
It lasted for 4 years.
Bro, they legit was going at it that whole year.
It was long. It was really longer than that.
A few
4 years.
2 years prime, but it really didn't settle until like another 3 years after. But
they didn't. Their last match in that feud, I believe, was Royal Rumble 2004.
Yeah.
It was the last man standing match, and they both were out. And because Triple H was the champion, it goes to the champion if it ends up in a draw.
Hilarious. But yeah, so very rare. And then they also believe this is the first time we ever had it on network.
On network TV for sure.
On USA, you guys got it good, bro. But really great match. Well paced overall. You didn't really, like I said, once again, it's on network TV, so you can't really drag it like you would if it was a PLE. But really good match. Drew took the first fall. Cody died for our sins for the second fall, and then the notorious third fall in the steel cage. Jacob Fatu, as pretty much Drew won either way.
Yeah.
Either way, it looked like he was going to win either way, but Jacob Fatu just delayed the inevitable. He came out, beat the hell out of Drew. Then Cody's like, hey, bro, I don't want to win like this, so chill on, bro. And he beats his ass, and it was just like, okay. And Drew was like,
I'm walking out. Crawling out, whatever. See you.
Peace out, man. Shit. My W. Shit, I was going to win either way, the way this was going. So all he did was delay it. But Drew wins. And for one, it was much needed. I would say it was needed. I'm happy for Drew. Let him have this run, especially while they overseas. So it's a good thing for him to have these moments. Of course, Cody at his best is always going to be the chaser. And plus, Cody might have another 2-3 years with this company, or at least full time. Let him rack up title reigns, So he's gonna have that belt back probably by Mania, before Mania, at the very latest SummerSlam. But let him.
I feel like they could drag it out a little bit longer.
You can, but let him. Like I said, because this is what reign number 2 for him.
Yeah.
So he'll be at 3 or 4 before the year's out. Best believe. You're going to milk. You want to kind of give him some volume. And plus, with Cody being a babyface at the time being, it's going to work that way perfectly fine. Plus, you let Drew get the run of another run. Because funny thing, this is what Drew's 5th reign belt.
This is he won. He beat Brock. Then he beat
Randy. He got it back against Randy. Beat Seth.
And
lost it immediately.
So yeah, this is fourth.
So literally, let him get his 4th reign, actual reign this time. Let him hold the belt. See where things go. Probably by Elimination Chamber, we'll figure things out.
When you really think about it, though, I don't think there is no way you could really realistically have him lose this feud.
Who?
Drew.
You mean the one you just had?
I don't think if he would have lost this match, I think everybody had been lost with what you could do with him.
Yeah, it would have really threw things off completely for him. So for me, it's just a matter of, okay, I ain't really mad at him having this moment. Let him hold the belt for a while. Like I said, let him start the as champ. Is he going to Mania as champ? I highly doubt it. Unless his reign between now and Elimination Chamber is so undeniable and books well enough where the crowds is well receiving it, then hey, do what you need to do.
I think the route they can go, really, I think you should have him at least hold it until Mania. I think you can lead it up to possibly a multi-man match. It could be a triple threat or a fatal four. It depends on who wins the Royal Rumble, though.
And that's another factor, because this is really a tough Rumble to tell who's going to win. I don't think Cody's winning. You can't have that man win in a row. You cannot.
I think Cody. I think his stake in it ends up being where I think him and Jake, because him and Jacob are about to fight at Saturday night's main event. Yeah. Then both of them are definitely going to be in the Rumble. They probably end up eliminating each other in some way.
Possibly.
So they probably feud from it, and then we have to deal with this whole situation where who attacked Jacob.
I still believe it's Drew. We'll get back to that, but at the moment, like Drew at least has people he can go against. He can go against a Sammy between now and then. Whoever wins that triple threat match, he got Sammy.
You gotta give us Drew versus Dragunov. You got to.
Even if it's just a non-title match.
Even if it's non-title. I want to see that, bro. I gotta see.
Bro, that's why I was kind of mad that they gave us Sammy versus Dragunov tonight. I gotta watch that match because I already know that's gonna be tears of joy. There's gonna be tears of joy for that match.
Sammy and Dragunov got some good chemistry.
Look, man. But you have people who he can go against. But like based on who's gonna be in this fatal four-way, you can run Damian and Drew. You can run Sammy versus Drew. You can run Randy versus Drew. And the funny thing is, this is why I said this is how Cody can get his Mania main event. This is how we finally get Cody versus Randy.
That too. So the Saturday night's main event match, whoever wins that match gets the title match at the Rumble.
I believe so. I gotta really watch SmackDown. All I did was watch the clips.
If that's the case, because that kind of changes a few things. Because Sammy is supposed to be one of those runners that he probably could win the Rumble.
Yeah.
But if he's in the title match at the Rumble, then that nullifies that completely.
And he could. Whoa, he might. And that's why it's tricky, because it looked like they want to run him in Trick.
I like the fact that they're doing it like that though, because it kind of leaves it open ended. Like we don't know what's gonna happen until probably before that, the week going into it.
Most definitely agree. But we'll see where things happen, because we could run Sammy and Drew at the Rumble and see where things go. But anywho, it does freshen things up. It was reported. Like I said, I ain't putting much stock because it was Meltzer. That this was something that Cody was fine with, and even him and Drew advocated for. It was like, hey, it's gonna freshen things up. Because at this point, after Drew, who else? Because you really don't want to run him and Randy yet. You can, but not yet, because that means you got to extend it too long. Yeah. Because after that, it's like, who the hell else? You don't want to put somebody like a Trick in that situation. It don't make sense to make Dragunov Cody would be fire, but at the same time, it's not doing nothing for Dragunov losing. Yeah, you could have done Jacob, but then it's like, okay, he's in the title scene, but he lost. So,
but he hasn't even got like a true shot yet anyway. So for all we know, he might, they do. And I think the only way Jacob gets in a world title match at Mania is if he wins the Elimination Chamber.
Yeah, man, ain't gonna happen.
I don't think that's
highly not gonna happen, like at all. But anywho, it's a good way to freshen up that whole scene on SmackDown. It encourages people to be like, okay, because either way, Cody's over. He don't always need.
Cody don't always need it, and then he's a babyface. People gotta remember, Stone Cold didn't have long runs like that. The Rock didn't have long runs like that. And back then it was a little different anyway, because they were literally stacked with all those Hall of Famers. So you had to spread the wealth a little bit more.
That's why I feel
but even now it's like you just don't have to have. Cody already had his year-long run anyway.
Mm-hmm. That's why I say at this point you just building volume for him. Like let him have. By the time I feel like when it's all said and done with Cody, he's going to be between
You probably get six
to 10.
Yeah.
6 to 10 title main title rank. 6 to 10 when it's all said and done for Cody.
Yeah.
So, and that's another thing I need Triple H to just kind of chill on these long ass title reigns. It's not necessary no more. We get it.
We
a lot of these people who are kind of established enough where it's like, okay, you can chill now.
But it made sense for Cody because it was the very first time and it was such a big story, but we good. We had Roman hold it for 5 years. Brock did his reign of terror when he had it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, just in general, since Triple H held the reign, it's like, okay.
Oh, yeah.
You set your records for your era. We good. Gunther had his long reign. Cool. The Usos. Cool. Judgment Day. Cool.
Super cool.
Cody. Cool. Roman. Cool. Women kind of actually spreading the wealth.
You kind of need
healthier. Yeah. So I let it slide. Like he let Io have her long run, let Bianca have a long run.
But then again, it's like you can't have them having long runs and then not having them. So sometimes they weren't defending the belt like at all for like 2 months straight.
Agreed.
So that's something that has to stop with any belt. With any belt, no matter who.
It's kind of a time where it's like you have enough time to let them kind of hold it a little bit, you know. But let's go ahead and wrap this up. We appreciate you guys as always for watching and listening, even just listening in the background, you know. But either way, like, comment, subscribe, share with your people that you rock with us in Tweaking Media. Check out the TikTok page, YouTube clips for all your content needs and appreciation. And of course, follow us on Twitter at 3S from the Ring. 3S from the Ring on there. And yeah, man. Appreciate you guys as always. Please make sure you guys have a good year. We got plenty of content for you guys this year. I have plenty of ideas actually for this year. So be on the lookout for a week for what I have planned, and just be excited for us, G, because we're excited for you guys that support us. So that all said, peace, love, be smooth.
Peace. See y'all next episode.